go. Good evening and welcome to the international break instalment of the Fantasy Football League show. I'm Anthony Bromley, and this evening I'm joined by Adam Valentine.
Good evening.
Ben Edwards.
Hello.
Daniel Massey.
Wagwan.
And as always, Mr. Joshua Powers.
Hello.
So we've got a bit of a different one this week. No fantasy football, unfortunately. We have the international instead. A fairly good game between England and Scotland. 3-0. Adam Lallana getting man of the match. Goals from Sturridge, Lallana, Cahill, and assists from Walker, Rose, and Rooney. Now, Massey, Lallana man of the match. You must be quite proud of that.
Well, of course it's Lallana, but I disagree with it. It was a good game. Shocking on our part. Could have easily been a draw.
I agree
Yeah,
with
but
Massey.
goals are always important in international fixtures at the end of the day.
If Lee Griffiths wasn't so greedy, Scotland might have bagged about 3 of their own.
That is true.
And if-
Now, we've had to make note of the assists, obviously being important in keeping form. I'd like to make a mention of Walker, one of the top assisting defenders this year. Josh, yourself with Danny Rose, is that something you think he's adding to his game at the moment, or did he get a bit lucky with it?
I don't know. It's just a fullback, isn't it? I mean, they get assists from just crosses, so you can't expect them to get assists every game. But it's nice when they do.
And Ben, we saw Rooney come back into the United lineup just before the international break, and he got an assist while he was there. Is he coming back, or do you think he's still not just quite right yet?
You see, the thing with Rooney, I think we'll see an upturn in form, but I think his best days are still in the past. But yeah, I think he'll be more influential in the coming months. But time will tell.
There was a lot of other action.
See, you missed out there. You missed out on a perfect joke there you could have done.
What was that?
Oh, it's like Massey's hair. It's never coming back. see, you're missing all these opportunities.
Okay.
By the way, Conrad is online.
If anybody would like to try and add him, we'd be more than welcome to have him as well.
Well, I would, but he's on third world internet.
There were goals elsewhere from Lukaku and Hazard for Belgium. Massey, Lukaku with 2. Do you think he's eyeing up a move to to Bayern anymore?
Never, but I was watching that game and honestly, I was shitting myself because they were 6-1 up and he hadn't scored any.
And he got the last 2.
And then he scored 2.
And Ben Hazard, I mean, can you be proud of the lad right now?
He's doing really, really well. I mean, if I'm being brutally honest, the last couple of weeks I've only won games because of Hazard. So I need him to keep firing. But at the moment, he's untouchable. I don't think there's anyone in the league I'd trade him for.
The next one I have to call mention to is Depay, getting 2 against Luxembourg. I mean, not a great team as they are. Adam, has Jim finally lost the plot? Is he actually going with a Mourinho side?
No, he's never had the plot, to be fair. It's just, I can't understand. We had the discussion about Depay a couple of weeks ago when we all said they just need to sell him. I mean, I heard he might go on loan to Newcastle in January, so but if that happens, then it's yet again more lunacy from Jim.
Let's not forget the 2 key points in that fixture. 1, they were playing Luxembourg, and 2, they conceded. That just shows how bad of a team the Netherlands are, really.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Netherlands haven't been the same.
Ever since that drop kick red
I
card.
don't think they've been the same since that axis of Schneider and Van der Vaart really started to drop off in form about 3 or 4 years ago.
No, that is true. Next one, Monreal against Macedonia. Did he get 1 or 2?
Monreal.
He got 1, but for a defender, it's not
the
too
best defender in the Premier League right now.
He'll be getting offered for some transfers.
Does Josh still have Monreal, or has he dropped him?
Gaz has him.
Gaz has Monreal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see what
Want
everyone's big deal
Stecklenberg.
is.
He didn't want Stecklenberg though. So.
And we have Pogba and Payet for Chris and Jim against Sweden. Now, there's a bit we were going to mention later on, but seeing as we've mentioned Rooney with an assist and Payet with an assist, Jim's comments the other day, Adam. Tell us more.
Came out of nowhere, really.
Do you know what I figured out already? I already figured out who it was before you even said it, because the retard said, with the team I've got, I should win the league. after winning like 2 maybe in a row.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about transfers. I was a bit bored and I was just offering pointless stuff. And then he got a bit cocky about it all. And I thought, this needs sharing. But then I thought it might be a bit more fun.
I mean, unfortunately, James Lee isn't with us today. So we can't ask him about the main thing which I wanted to, which was what was the 50 a day?
No, it's the voice.
Right, so you smoke 50 a day.
Yeah, right, I thought I narrowed it down to about 3 people straight away. Jim because of his cockiness, Ben Edwards or Conrad because every time we go out, we always say our girls always mention that I've got like a deep voice and they think I'm older. And I always say that I sound like Deirdre Barlow smoking 50 a day.
I have to say, if it ended up being Ben Edwards, that would have been like the most Miss Marple stuff. I can't even swear. The most Miss Marple thing I've ever seen in this league.
Tell you what though, when Adam was doing the elimination, I was getting that a bit worried. I was going to vote for myself, saying it was myself on the poll.
You see, I just think when the press lets slip those sort of comments that a manager in our league makes about another manager, I think there has to be some sort of retrospective punishment. I mean, we can't have a free-for-all insulting one manager to another.
No, you know what it is. You know when you play a game on Football Manager and the manager before slates you. When I'm not going to say anything in response, but when I beat him, that's when I'm going to say, "Oh, I knew his comments would try and get under my skin, but he's proved how weak-minded he was."
Well, I mean, do you know when you are next playing Jim Massey?
I have no idea, but I've never lost to him yet, so I don't intend to do that.
Find that out for you if you want.
If you could please, Adam. I mean, him saying he has the best team in the league. I just need to remember, was this before or after he picked up Depay?
Before.
This was before, so now I'd like to know whether he still thinks he does.
Oh, actually, was it before? I don't know, actually.
No, either way.
I tell you what, it'd be even better if you said it afterwards.
It would be better.
I think it might have been after.
I mean, with the international break comes what always comes, which is a torrid of injuries. Names on the list already: Lallana, Sanchez, Bellerin, Costa, Tadic, Dele Alli. Janssen apparently might be, even
Shaqiri.
if he's getting into the team. Company. Is Shaqiri injured?
Slight.
I didn't have that one. Alderweireld, Dembele, Andy Carroll, Leighton Baines, and Claudio Bravo. I mean, I'm just going to ask the people that are in. Massey, first of all. Lallana.
Well,
how big of a miss?
Happy that he scored. Pissed off that he got subbed off for injury.
So is he going to be a big miss to you?
Nah, because I don't think he'd be out for that long.
And Adam, Bravo.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be fit for Saturday, so we're all good with that one.
Ben, Andy Carroll, is he going to be coming back, do you think?
I could do with him coming back if I'm being brutally honest, but the word was before the international window started that he was due back. He's been back in full training a couple of weeks, so he might be back this week. But again, I think it's a huge gamble for me to shove him straight back into my starting lineup this week.
Well, you weren't here for the Payet incident last year. Josh didn't start Payet, and Payet would have got him 15 points that week. And it became sort of knowledge to everyone who was in the league at that point. You play the player, even if they might not play.
I mean,
do you think
I could take a gamble, play one up front in Andy Carroll, knowing that if he doesn't play, I get a straight swap in with Beanie on the grader. It's something worth looking at. I mean, I'll do my usual Friday afternoon at work, scroll on the internet of the injury updates from all the clubs and see what they're saying. I
have interesting news regarding Liverpool.
Just 1 second. We just want to touch with Josh with Dembele. I mean, the stats show how crucial he is when Harry Kane's playing. How crucial is he a miss for you if he doesn't play?
I've got replacements for him, so I'm alright, but I would like him to play because I do believe he is the best central midfielder in the league. So, big miss for me if he doesn't play, really.
Okay, Massey, your news, sorry.
Well, first of all, Lallana's injury isn't that bad. I think he's only going to miss a Southampton game. But so are 2 other key players. Coutinho and Firmino.
Coutinho and Firmino both out.
Because not out, potentially missed because they're on late international duty with Brazil, so they're not expected to play after that.
Which is a massive, massive miss for Liverpool if that's the case.
Tell you who will be happy, Daniel Sturridge.
Sturridge will be very happy to find it.
And me with Mane and Wijnaldum as well. I'm quite happy with that.
Well, Adam, are you actually happy with that? We've seen how Mane plays. You know, he can get a goal and assist every game when he's playing with Coutinho and Firmino. Is he going to get anywhere near that if he's actually playing by himself?
Well, if he's playing with Sturridge, and it'll probably mean that Wijnaldum will come in because he's been on the bench recently. So that's another player of mine in there. They both scored last week. Wijnaldum off the bench, so I'm actually happy with that. I'm not really bothered, and it means that Ginger Ben's got no team this week with no Coutinho.
Has Sturridge scored a league goal yet? I know he's scored internationals and in the cup. Has he scored in the league yet? He's not, has he?
He has an assist, but I don't think he's scored.
He had an assist and he get cropped for a penalty. Wasn't that the assist?
No, it was the Watford game. He got an assist. He came on.
Oh God, don't even talk to me about that game.
But to be fair, if you don't get an assist in a 6-1 win, you're doing something wrong.
Well, my defence, they never let me down, and then Miguel Britos would have got -5 in one game.
Well, speaking of the Southampton-Liverpool game, we'll move on to the fixtures of this weekend. So obviously we have Southampton-Liverpool. Boys, what do you think?
Southampton.
I think it could be a 0-0 without Bobby and Phil.
2-1 Southampton.
Actually, no, I don't know. I think Southampton will score because it's Liverpool.
They haven't kept a clean sheet yet.
Okay.
They kept one clean sheet against United, so I think either 2-1 to either way. Could go.
Yeah, I'm saying 2-1 Southampton, mate, because Liverpool's lack of forwards.
United-Arsenal?
Ooh.
0-0.
This is such a typical fixture where you would think, oh, United are terrible, but they're going to defend, so I think it's going to be crappy 1-0, and it's going to be like an 88th minute P-roll or something like that.
See, but we saw what Chelsea did against United.
Sorry about that, boys. Dropped out.
No, it's alright. I was wondering you were a bit quiet. We saw what Chelsea did against United when United tried to defend. An early goal can change the match. I mean...
Yeah, but Chelsea were just a different team in that game.
Is that Mourinho's plan, defend the entire game? But what happens when you go a goal behind?
I think Mourinho's plan is come up with a speech beforehand for every result possible.
I mean, you're probably not far off with that, Massey.
Old Trafford this week.
It is, yeah.
It is Old Trafford, yeah.
I'm going to say something like 1-0 to either side, I don't know which.
I mean, the crowd at Old Trafford are going to demand it not just to be a defensive performance, aren't they? It's not so bad on the road, but
no,
they want to
is true.
sit back all game.
Do we really want to listen to Andy Tate after the game?
No. I mean, quite an important match it might seem, both teams looking for form. Watford-Leicester. Anybody with a take on that?
Both
Draw.
need a win.
They both need a win. They both need their strikers to hit form as well.
Draw.
I don't know why, but I fancy Watford.
I was going to say that.
They've been proving very difficult to beat at Vicarage Road.
And Leicester have been looking awful.
No, I think Leicester can score quite willingly when they don't play Vardy. Keep Slimani on. Definitely not biased at all, but Watford need to have a better performance after getting smashed 6-1.
No, that is definitely true.
They need to do something.
The Scotland, after the Spain game the other night, I think Vardy has to start that game, doesn't he?
Oh, what did I say to you, Ben? Oh, England will draw.
Well, it was a very stereotypical English
We had to.
outcome.
We
England
conceded in what was it, the 88th and the 95th and 96th minutes.
You're correct, yeah.
It's so typical England.
With, I believe, Tom Heaton coming on at half-time, was it?
Do you know what? I think that's why we lost, because we made 6 substitutes.
Well, that was it. They changed the defence around. He bought Jagielka on as well at half-time, replacing Kale. So
No matter what everyone says about Joe Hart, at international level, he does well for us.
He does. He does brilliantly.
So I think subbing him off when you're keeping a clean sheet is a poor decision.
Well, speaking of Tom Heaton and Joe Hart, we'll go first to West Brom Burnley. Both potentially relegation candidates.
No, West Brom won't go down.
Do you not think?
No.
No.
Tony Pulis.
Sunderland,
well organised.
Sunderland, Hull, and possibly Swansea if they don't get their act together.
Okay.
But Rondon is injured, I think, for the game.
Gareth McCauley clean sheet for me in that one.
I might have to re-pick up Johnny Evans.
Well, you see, I've got two goalkeepers, Fraser Forster, Tom Heaton. Do I gamble on Heaton versus West Brom?
No,
I'd
I'd
got the
gamble on.
Liverpool attacker bearing down on his goal.
No, because remember, if Coutinho, Firmino, and Lallana aren't playing,
You still back Liverpool to score, really, whoever they play. I mean, I know they didn't score against Burnley earlier in the season, but other than that, they've been scoring for fun.
well,
Yeah,
you're definitely back on Liverpool to concede. So both teams to score might go on an acca at the weekend.
It's
That's a
not
good
really
shout.
far off, yeah. Okay, Stoke Bournemouth. I mean, usually you'd argue both those teams that want to shut up shop, but quite early, you know, not let anything in and just take the point. But
I'm going to go a hammering.
form.
I'm going to say a hammering, mate. I'm going to say Stoke 4-1.
Oh, okay.
Wilson gets the one. I'm happy with that.
Or Stanislas does something.
I can see both teams scoring.
Yeah, 4-1. I'm saying Stoke.
What are both teams to score? Everton versus Swansea. I mean,
Everton.
we know the curse of players that come back to haunt the team. Is Ashley
Lukaku.
Williams going to do anything?
No, Lukaku anytime, mate.
Lukaku anytime.
Of course.
Blassie to score and Williams clean sheet and me to absolutely dick Anthony. Well, I say that yet.
I say I need two results here. I need for fantasy points in fantasy football elsewhere. Lukaku to score, and then Leroy Fer or Wayne Routledge to do something as well.
Okay. Okay, definitely a relegation clash. Sunderland versus Hull.
Right, Sunderland to win.
I don't know.
That
Hull,
was
It'd be
quick.
something- I think it'd be something like 2-2.
Hull just beat Southampton 2-1 though, so they must be feeling confident.
I mean,
Team
Will
could
Keane
defend.
missing now.
No.
I mean,
Will Keane.
is he actually a miss for the team, or
No,
is
he
he?
didn't play.
No, is he fucking miss? He's shit.
Next, we have Crystal Palace versus City. I mean, I don't even have to go over the form that City are in.
Right.
Can
City
Crystal
to,
Palace do anything
Nah.
with that?
City to break this crap run they've had going on, and they'll score about 3 or 4 past them.
You do feel that a big result's on its way for City. It's just
The thing is, though, with Man City, one of them teams where you think the result will be like 5-0 City, but it'll be something stupid like 4-2. Because they'll go and concede an early goal, then they'll be winning at half time, then they'll concede again, and then they'll score 2 late on. Something stupid like that.
Okay.
As long as Scott Dan has some sort of influence on the scoring, I'm not bothered.
We've got a London derby, Tottenham West Ham.
Tottenham.
You can only see
Wizards.
Tottenham winning that really. With West
Wizards
Ham's-
will, even though Dembele's mate's not playing, the Wizard will score at least 2.
Is he fully fit again now?
Yeah, he'll be right now. He'll be starting. West Ham can't defend, so
West Ham can't get money results so far.
Harry Kane with at least 2.
Yeah, I think Harry Kane will do something, definitely.
Okay. Middlesbrough versus Chelsea.
Clean sheet for 0-0, please. 0-0
you'd have to
Valdez.
say this is an odd fixture. You've got free scoring Chelsea versus economical defence of the last couple of weeks, and Middlesbrough. So something's
Chelsea,
gotta give.
who haven't
Something has got to
conceded
give.
in 4 matches as well, though.
Tell you what,
Something's got to give either way.
now this game is a bit of a problem for me because, well, I've got Valdez in net and I've also got Azpilicueta in defence.
I've just picked up Michi Batshuayi if he plays because Costa's injured.
I think, obviously, it's not going to happen, but a 0-0 will be perfect for me. But it's not going to be. There'll be stupid.
I think realistically we're probably looking at maybe a 2-0 Chelsea win.
Well, I'll take the 0 as long as I get a clean sheet for one game. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
I think you're looking at another Hazard and Pedro show as well.
No,
Well,
as long as Matic and Kante have an effect on the game.
Okay. The next topic of conversation, obviously the most important one of the show, the Christmas party.
Right, to mention that quickly, actually. I don't know if I'm working or not around then, so I have to check because the rotas get put out 3 weeks in advance.
Just book it as a holiday, really.
Can't, not. Oh God, so 1 minute. My dad's ringing me from downstairs. 1
It's
minute.
not important, obviously.
Hang on.
Well, okay. Topic is first. I presume the Blackpool boys are the best ones to ask.
Yeah.
Where are we starting? Where are we going?
I don't
Well, that
know.
was-
It's hard to.
As if we're actually doing it in Blackpool, doesn't it? That's the
As long as-
question.
As long as
Blackpool's
no bitch
the
pours a
obvious
drink on
choice.
my head.
Depends what time you get here and what the situation is regarding where you're going to stay and stuff, because my mum's disabled, so you can't stay at my house.
She's not disabled.
She
She's
pretty
had
much is.
It's not permanently.
Yeah, but she will be.
God.
She's not. She's like can't walk properly until after Christmas. So
Neither will we when we get in, so we'll all look the same.
That's very true. Do you not remember me the next morning? I woke up on the sofa with a big cushion on my head.
Massey was not in a good way that time.
No, but we went straight to the pub.
Ah. I
It
mean,
depends on the dates, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know. 'Cause obviously, people have Christmas party. Other Christmas parties around that time as well, don't they?
yeah. Well, I mean, realistically, I'm busy on the 10th, so I can do the week before or the week after, which is the 17th. Which, from what we've heard, I think everybody else is free at the moment.
In Gloucester. On the 17th.
You are.
Why,
Might be. I don't know yet. I'm trying to get out of it.
why is Benny not free? Is he working?
yeah,
Yeah, he's working.
What? Oh no, he works the night shift, doesn't he?
Well, the only other date we could do is the 3rd.
What, of December?
Yeah.
I don't know. What day is that?
A Saturday.
See, knowing me, I'll be working because my availability is like all the time. So I'm pretty sure I get put for like every fucking shift going.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to try and book it off. We need to decide early. So
When he puts the rotors out after this week's finished, if it goes that far, I'll have a look and see what I can do
No, that's fine.
Well, Massey, when are you next in?
tomorrow.
Are you able to put out a few polite words? You wouldn't mind a Saturday off somewhere along the lines?
I can ask, but everyone keeps messaging me about bloody graduation because that's next week, and everyone wants me to go down and visit them for that.
You don't get to graduate.
I do actually. I am graduating. Doing a masters next year, but no. So,
They will not allow you to do a masters.
hey, I've already sorted it all out. I've already spoke to the people. They said it's cool.
They will not allow you to do a masters.
Well, I know. Now that you've said it on Skype, I think they're going to retract the decision.
They'll never allow you to set foot on a university campus again.
To be fair, like when I went to Conrad's graduation last year, you know that security guard I told you about, the one who always used to bust me for everything.
Yes.
He was like, "Oh bloody hell, Don, you still here?"
I don't even know what to say.
Ben, you know which one I'm on about, don't you?
I do know which one you're on about, yeah.
Don't ever talk down to me.
That's the one.
Yeah, him.
Okay. I mean, Dadam, did you say that Collins was potentially available for a starting point?
It is, but it's only going to be either right at the end of this month or right at the beginning of the next. I'm not sure exactly which week, so I need to find that out.
well, he didn't mind us last time we came up. We had Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, Colin was there. He loved it.
That was slightly different, where just he didn't have his missus. If she's coming up, then it's a bit different, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah,
So
fair enough. His missus, isn't
On the topic of football, did anyone see my message about Lee Trundle?
I believe so, but if you'd like to refresh us, we'll always accept facts.
Well, so now he's 40 years old, and obviously he's had an odd career. He now plays for Llanelli Town, who were in like the 4th tier of Wales, and he scored 20 goals in 9 games.
Oh yeah, he's got 4 hat tricks already, hasn't he? So,
Yeah, he scored a 7-minute hat-trick last game. He's
That's
ridiculous.
quite impressive.
highlights were on Soccer AM actually last Saturday. It was quite good. I mean, the defending was shocking, but
I checked the what was it? I can't remember now. I checked his like career, and he played for like Swansea. Now plays for Llanelli Town.
Okay, well, if we do Blackpool, would Josh's or Adams be doable? Would
To be honest,
one or the other?
Me and Conrad would probably be on Tinder all night, and if we matched the bird, we'd probably try and go and meet her.
Massey, you and Conrad have had these ideas before, and they never seem to quite work out how you plan.
Well, that's because I never really had Wi-Fi, was it? I was only ever contactable via someone's internet connection. I never had 4G to do these things.
Oh God. Okay. Well, Is
Well, to be
everyone?
honest with you, we need a general thing, don't we? There's only like what 4 of us in here. We need everyone to say what they can do, what they can't do.
It's going to a vote then.
We need to put-
Are we doing
we
the
need
Are we
to
doing the Great Escape?
Know how much I love a vote, and the Great Escape as well. I love that.
Yeah.
Are we saying Blackpool though? I mean, is that
Oh.
just a general consensus?
Well, it was definitely an interesting night out last time, wasn't it? I got a free drink over my head.
That is true.
I was helping him out, and then that idiot thought I was starting on him, so then I did, and then I got a drink over my head.
Okay.
Pretty
Next,
quickly, didn't it? I mean, it woke me up at one point in there.
next point, dress sense. I mean, is everybody happy with Christmas jumpers?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to purchase a new one because I don't know where my one. Is mine still at your house, Anthony?
I think yours isn't mine, yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, I swear mine's still at your house.
So I'll have to
The
look
other
for that.
option is we do a night in Preston, isn't it, instead of Blackpool?
It is, and you could potentially stay in my conservatory.
Oh mate, can you
That'd be
imagine
nice.
your...
That'd be nice and warm in December.
Exactly.
No wait, has anyone apart from me ever stayed at Anthony's before?
No.
Right, I could just picture your dad coming out in the morning. Not today! Honestly, can we stay at yours? It would be the best thing ever. Your dad just seen about 10 piss lads in his conservatory.
Well, that's the problem because the only place you'd be able to be is my conservatory, just because my house is quite small.
Hey, I don't mind. I've slept there many times.
In Christmas.
Well,
Well, that's the other option if we did Preston. I mean,
where to go though? Because
I reckon we should all rock up at Benson's Birds House. He always says I'm welcome to go around any time.
could you imagine
That'd be so funny.
how fuming would he be?
where would we go in Preston though? Because you know I lose everybody.
Preston's
Every
not
time we
great
go
either.
out.
Like Blackpool was quite fun where we
The
went.
thing in Blackpool though is there's only limited places you can go.
Yeah,
Because
but
Preston's got
Preston's
got
similar.
loads of places, but most of them are just little bars.
Yeah, Preston's not. I don't know. Well, where we went in Blackpool, I don't know if it was just we were drunk before we went out, and
Literature,
you know.
where do we go? It's Soul Suite, Literature, Galleon.
Oh, Josh, I don't even know you can frigging remember.
All I remember is,
Absolutely
all I remember, if you asked me the route, I'd say Adam's house, town, and that
Yeah.
was about it. Don't know how the fuck. In fact, no. The one thing I do remember is we got that early taxi back, and I was chatting to that bird in the front.
Oh,
Oh
you
my
was
God.
as well, weren't you?
Yeah,
Was she the
decent.
driver?
Yeah.
I hope so. Fucking hell. Who's chatting to her in the front? I hope it wasn't
Oh.
Massey driving.
I was absolutely. I was so
Another option
bad.
we could do is in Blackpool is a scum run.
Yes, that was the other one.
The scum run is guaranteed to end in,
The what?
in
So-
multiple fights.
So could you explain the
Let's-
scum
A
run?
scum
to
run
Matt?
Massey is basically start at one end of the promenade and go to the other and go in
Manchester,
every
innit,
bar
really?
on the way.
Is the Manchester
Okay.
the first one?
No,
Wow.
you can go to the pleasure beach now. There's one Weatherspoon.
Let's
Weatherspoon.
just,
What if
that
we,
sounds, that sounds quite fun actually, but we need to take into account we have a British bulldog amongst us.
I love how he's the British Bulldog, but we have
You refer-
Massey as well,
you-
who's basically Cook from Skins.
Nah, mate, I'll tell you what, right? Do you remember that?
Conrad's worse than Massey after a couple of drinks.
The thing is, I can calm Conrad down, but if I'm out with him, I can be quite as bad. Do you remember, Ben? I got into a scrap with that guy over chicken last week when I was visiting you.
I do remember.
It was Conrad being a dickhead, wasn't it? Trying to get a free bloody 5-piece chicken and chips, and that guy just wasn't having any of it. And then I called his bird his mum because she looked about 30 years older than him. It turned out it was his girlfriend, not his mum.
I'm sure he was happy with
Well,
that.
I've just had a quick look at how we could do sort of the scum run in a Christmassy theme.
But we've got to go to Preston at some point and show these like that drink we have, Anthony. You know the absinthe thing, the gas chamber.
chamber.
Yeah, the gas chamber. We've got to do that.
Well, the thing that the internet says for a drinking sort of Christmas theme, the 12 shots of Christmas.
Yeah, I like that.
So you would go into 12 different bars and you have to do a different shot in each.
Does it have to be a Christmas themed shot? Like if we go on and ask for a shot of sherry?
Well, it's the ones
Bailey's.
that it says are peppermint schnapps, a fireball, tequila.
You had me at 2 and 3. First one is vile, but I'll drink it anyway.
There's
The last time we did a scum run was on a stag do, and it was actually a really good day. To be fair,
That's the
even
thing
though
with Scotland, we can stop-
every single bar you go in is an absolute shithole.
But don't
It was
forget,
like,
that was,
quite funny.
don't forget that bird thought I was 32 years old last time we went out of Blackpool.
The thing with a scrum run is you can start like midday, so we don't have to like worry about sleeping arrangements. Because like if it gets that bad, you can just go home on the train or something. I don't know.
Wait, is there anywhere in Blackpool that's like open all night that serves alcohol? Because there is, I'll stay there.
Casinos.
Oh, that's Christ! No, don't take
Gross.
me. Don't take me and go to a fucking casino.
oh my god.
Please don't.
How much is the minimum bet on roulette?
Oh, don't say that, Christ. That's what we play.
No, I just think I imagine it being a good idea. Like,
No,
just-
honestly,
we
you
all
can
put a
have-
fiver aside and go in, and you just have to stick a fiver on a number.
Anthony, ask Ben, right? Ben's the guy you want to go to about cricket, but you can ask him. When I was in Madrid and I came home drunk one night, ask him.
cricket.
Yeah, trust me, because Ben plays cricket. Ask Ben what my my cricket bet was and how much I bet.
Oh,
okay,
right,
this is so it's a test match between Bangladesh and Pakistan. There was 1 day left to go, and Bangladesh were like 100 without losing a wicket. So Massey
Oh, I've heard this.
Massey decided to put a bet on Pakistan winning, and in the end, after the 5th day, Bangladesh was still batting, therefore it was called a draw. And I said to Massey when he told me a few hours after, I could have told you that would have been a draw from a mile off.
And how much did I lose? £333.33.
Yes.
Ben's
At least we've got another cricket fan in there. Yeah, it's not just me and Josh anymore.
a big cricket guy.
That's cool.
I mean,
I love a lot. I like a lot of sports.
we could pub golf, but a
Oh.
Christmas one.
We did pub golf for Jim's birthday, and that ended in a very messy place.
If you did put golf with a lot of lads, though, there's no point getting up a score sheet because everyone just tries to down it in one anyway.
Well, I mean, what are your ideas? What do you think the best thing to do is if we did a scum run? How can we? I know we can theme it with like Christmas jumpers, but what else can we add to it?
I think we should do.
Wear a friggin' bauble or something.
No, I
I
mean, what sort
Excuse
of
me,
game?
we have a
can you
special
bring to
guest
it?
on the line. Say hello, Chris.
Hello.
Can everyone hear him?
We can
I think we should do a pint and a punch.
ask Chris's idea.
Chris, what is you're all live, Chris. What is your idea for the Christmas party?
Well, there's been a lot of talk about it this week, hasn't there? Adam's definitely the hot favourite to host it. It's just whether he decides
No.
to go up there and let people sleep on his floor.
Well, Adam, could you not have 10 gents stay in your flat? Well, not even 10 to be fair. Not everyone's going to stay at your house, are they? Well, your
Well,
flat.
nine, because Benny's not going.
Well, no, Josh, you wouldn't be staying, would you?
I wouldn't be staying.
And
Gaz would
I
probably
presume,
stay.
I
Jim
presume
wouldn't
Chris wouldn't be staying,
stay. Jim wouldn't stay, probably.
and Jim wouldn't. So it'd be me, Ben, Massey, Conrad, and Adam. So it'd be 5.
The flat's not the greatest. It is small for that.
Yeah, but
I'd
it's
rather
your-
do it at
your
my dad's.
floor.
Rather do it at my dad's because at least there's more room to spread out.
Yeah, but it's more of a if we can't because we can't get there or he's busy.
But what date is it again that we're doing?
17th.
17th.
That's the date everyone's got.
That's
Chris,
the
you free
that's the
17th?
potential.
It's fine.
17th is fine for Chris.
Need to ask Gaz and Jim as well, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, Adam, if all else fails, is the floor available for 4 stranded weary strangers?
Potentially, but I'm not.
You're not happy about it.
I'm not happy about it. I'm not committing to it.
Okay, it's a backup plan.
To be fair, like I say, I might end up being in Gloucester on that 17th anyway. So,
When will you find out?
well, in the next couple of weeks.
Because we need to know, preferably way before the 3rd. Because if you are, it has to be on the 3rd.
I know, yeah. Well, that's it. Obviously, if I'm doing that, the 3rd is the Saturdays. They're away at Worcester and away at Gloucester.
Mhm.
I'll definitely have to do one of them, not both.
Okay.
I'll work it out.
Chris, would you stay at Adam's flat? Obviously, because you live at Rachel's now. Would you go back to her house?
Yeah, I'll just go. I'll have to go that makes the arrangements easier.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris would go home. Jim would go home. Gaz would go home. then I'd go home, so it's just the 4 of them. 5 of them. Who knows?
Okay.
Well, I need to find out exactly what I'm working anyway, and then I can let you know.
What about the idea of a cardboard cutout of Ben?
I like
Yeah,
that.
it's not a bad idea. I mean, it probably offers a bit more compensation than you would.
Brutal.
I like that.
Oh,
Oh
Christ.
dear.
Can we carry a cardboard Benny down the scum run, please?
Straight
Can we
to
do
the
that?
straight to the jugular from Benson.
I can't wait to hear how he will respond.
Probably going to be asked.
I don't know. I mean, how are we going to get a cardboard cutout of Ben? That's my first question.
Hey, all we have to do is get like, a
Works at Amazon. He's got a load of boxes hanging
yeah,
around.
just get a picture of his face and put it on.
Right. Okay.
Benny, get some Benny masks, and we'll all wear Benny masks.
We could all wear Ben masks, apparently, said Chris.
I know he can't be here with us, but you can buy them little stick figurines that are.
I mean,
you know, 2 inches tall.
Do we
slap his
do
face
the
on.
horrible thing and wear Benny masks and tell everyone we're wearing them because he's dead or something?
Fucking hell.
Where did that come from?
Well, you do it to like, you know, mourn someone.
Matthew is in the studio.
Hang on, then
Oh,
again.
no,
Wait there.
Ooh,
Matthew,
this should be good. I can slightly, yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Do you want something to say to him?
We're waiting for it now.
Just wondering if you're going to ask us about the upcoming fixture at the weekend, that's all.
We're already past that, Chris. We're on the Christmas party planning now.
Oh, yeah, but good question.
No.
Special guest, haven't you?
Back to Anthony's Ben being dead comment. That probably could get me the time off work if I said I was going to a party to mourn my friend.
That could get you off work, to be fair.
And
You
then
can
the pictures on Facebook of you wearing his face. Blackpool pub.
It's like, how's the morning going, Dad? Oh, every pint counts. It helps a bit.
Well, I mean, you can mourn your friend while he's alive. Just preempt the death.
Yeah, but there's mourning him, and then there's going out with a bunch of lads dressed as him.
Well, we're mourning him because he's not able to come with us because he's working.
He's here in
about-
spirit.
The other option is you buy a blow-up doll and stick his face on it.
Oh no, that's it. We do that, and all we say is you know that the movie thing where they kind of think that they're dead, but they're not. And you say, oh, he's not with us anymore.
You know what we're going to end up doing? We're going to end up finding a lad on the night out and then adding him to the group and calling him New Ben, because he was there and Ben wasn't.
Just be the first ginger that you see out.
The first ginger that we see.
Pretty much. Just ironically, it'll turn out his name's Ben as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you guys want to do? I mean, we know we can do the scum run. We could do, you know, just a standard night out, or would you rather do something sort of themed, like a pub golf, but something else?
I might have to WhatsApp Ben now and ask him how would you feel being dead for a night. See what his response is.
Response to this video is going to be quite funny, I would imagine.
I think when he hears,
Options, to be fair.
I quite like the sound of that. Bar crawls.
Uh,
Should we do a scum run, Chris?
That's not a bad shout whatsoever.
Chris would do a scum run. It's up to Jim and
I'm
Gav.
I'm game for
We're
it.
scum run experts, Josh.
Would it be a scum run in the
Well,
day
that's the
then?
other option.
My boys won't know what's hit 'em.
A new fad that Gaz and Jim actually started.
Flagship, if I'm honest.
The flagship's great.
That Gaz and Jim started. The Metro
Once I get there,
Nell
though,
Benson.
we'll be leaving.
Rude bastards. The Metro mission, where you buy a Metro on the bus and the trams and go up and down for free, up and down the prom.
What do you mean?
Hang on, I just had an idea.
Bars. Metro mission, you basically buy a Metro for public transport, so you can unlimited travel throughout the day and stop in every bar on the way.
In the day?
Well, yeah, because obviously it's when the transport's running.
Idea. Why don't we? What's Gareth do? He's got his own house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but his
but-
wife might not like us tipping up.
Yeah, but he's got like an attic and just stays. He's only an attic.
Can you
It's not
imagine?
that
Can you
What's
imagine?
that noise? Massey's in the attic. Sentence
imagine
nobody
that?
wants to hear.
Can you imagine? It's like, how many have you got? Just a couple. About 10 people come in. I'm like, oh, sorry, I picked up this stray woman on the way back as well. Don't worry, I'll take her to the attic.
I can't imagine that going down well with Mrs. Tucker, to be fair.
You can always ask, do you mind if I bring back some 50-year-olds to your attic as well?
The fact that it's an attic just makes it sound all the more dirty.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm always game for a bit of that.
Dirty attic. I mean, what are the other options? Like, I mean, can you think of any sort of games that?
We've sort of we've worn them out, haven't we?
The thing about Anthony, we can't. Well, we could if we were gonna like pre-drink from early, do a little pub crawl in Leyland to start with, because there is a shit ton of pubs in Leyland, isn't there?
Not really. They're
Well,
opposite ends of the town.
I was gonna say they're not really close to each other, but there are a few there.
The thing is, if we're doing a scrum run, it's better to start like early afternoon, because obviously then more pubs isn't there to go to.
Yeah,
Most places are shut
make
for.
our way down early
long.
doors, can't we?
Yeah.
What time would you think though? Because for me to get down there, it take me about 7 hours to get down there.
Well, Mass,
How
you
you-
could come down the day before, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, but if
How
I
are you?
work
How are you going to get here, Massey?
National Express, no doubt.
You're not going to
Well,
come down like.
depends on what. It'll either be National Express or depending on if me or Conrad drive and we pick you up at like Brum on the way or something.
I don't mind. I could do that. I could get to Birmingham for a decent time.
We just get a
Depends
megabus
if
and
me
take
Conrad
selfies.
Drive.
Yeah, I don't mind. Oh, fuck a megabus. I got a great little thing I do for National Express to get cheaper tickets.
By the way, how did you get away with that and not get caught?
What, the ticket thing?
Like the free one.
What, the National Express?
Yeah. How did you get away with that and not get caught?
You got to be clever. You just got to know how to do it.
Talk us through this master plan, Massey.
Well, it depends how you do it.
Incriminate
Sometimes,
yourself live on the internet.
Closer to the mic, Josh.
I'm trying to.
depends how you're going to do it. If you buy a ticket for yourself, you can easily get your ticket to pretend it's for two people without paying for a second ticket.
Okay.
All you do is you send it to your mate, the ticket, and you get him to edit it. So instead of saying A1, it says A2. But then when they text it back to you, it has to be a text message. Can't be an iMessage. It has to be text. You then change their contact name in your phone to capital N, capital X, capital M, and then capital T, and then ICKIT. So NXM ticket, because that's the service that sends you the tickets, and you show the driver, and the ticket says it's for two people.
And what if the bus is full?
Well, then you've got to make sure you're near the front of the queue to get on, because that's what me and Conrad did. We took someone else's seat.
Wow. Wow.
You got to make sure, if you know that the coach is going to be full, you've got to make sure you're one of the first people to get on.
Okay. I mean, has anybody done any other? Right. What was this metro thing
I'm
again?
getting a phone call.
A metro would be
I'll be back.
obviously like an all-day bus ticket. And you
Right.
just get on a bus somewhere, go to a random, get off, go to a pub, get back on the bus, go to another place, get off, go to a pub.
I mean, would people prefer to do this in the day or night?
We could actually.
I don't mind, but in other news, Brackley Town are beating Gillingham in the FA Cup 1-0.
Bringing it back to football.
Oh yeah, Stourbridge beat Whitehall.
And,
Did they?
and fucking Swindon lost at home 3-1 to Eastleigh.
Okay, well, I think we need to put it to a vote for the day and lock it in. And then we just have to all make sure we're free that day.
Well, I think, are we doing a scrum run? I think the scrum run is probably the best option.
I think we have to then put that to a vote, don't we? As in what
It's
people would
going
rather do.
to go to the polls again.
Sorry about that, Chris.
No, it's all right. I think that's it. Is there anything else we need to bring in?
I need to go for a shit in a minute. That's all I do.
It's after 8 o'clock.
It's nearly 9. 50 more minutes so we can start swearing all we like.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm gonna bring this to a close while Adam's gone then, just because I don't like him saying goodbye. Today's not well-known fact, former Liverpool and Sporting Lisbon defender Phil Babb says he knocked out a teenage Cristiano Ronaldo in a training session during their time at Portugal. He knocked him out with a forearm chop because Ronaldo allegedly humiliated him in training by doing 4 step-overs, skinning him, and then putting it in the top bin.
I think Ronaldo's the real winner in this.
We have another little fact from Josh, I believe. Prince Harry's girlfriend, the actress Meghan Markle, could star as Jamie Vardy's wife in the film of his life.
Oh dear, what a poor watch that's going to be. Please tell me it starts off with him playing for Stocksbridge Park Steel.
I hope so. Okay, well, That's good night from me. I've been your host, Anthony Bromley, and a good night from Ben,
Good night.
from Massey,
Auf Wiedersehen.
and from Josh.
Good night.
And most importantly, thank you for listening. Have a
Heil
great
Hitler.
night.
Heil Hitler. The
And
Third
remember,
Reich.
it's more than just a game.
Oh, God.